What is up, my friends? Jesse with Just Man Sports Cards. Gonna do pretty much my monthly pickups. We always start with raw and then move into graded. I try to do by year. Tio, top five all time receiving. Didn't have any of, or I do have one of his autos, but just looking at some of the modern stuff and these retired vets, rare autos go for about half the price. So looking for value and opportunity. Gold foil. I've talked about these before. This was super cheap. It was like $1 or something. Um, this is from Breaking Bad. It's one of the fan art cards. This is like $10 or something like that, 10 or 15. Kelsey. I sold almost all the stuff I got back from grading. I pretty much sold through. So looking to pick up a little more raw. This is from 2022, so the year they won the Super Bowl. Jokic, Cosmic. These are number 299. I always think 100, but then it's 99. Aikman, first day issue. This was like under $10 too. Merino jersey. This is numbered. My next PSA video, I actually got a 10 on this card. Only one. So these typically go for 15 to $20. The platinum version. Cream? I didn't have this card. First day issue. These are out of $4.99, I think. $4.29. Magic. Looking at picking up more of his stuff too. So this is all the raw cards. Get into the graded cards. This is kind of the OG Batman set. There's some other sets, but this is. So I got this one roughly for the cost of grading. Centered. So I'll take it. Phil Jackson rookie. I've sold one of my fours. I've sold a couple copies, so this went cheap. The pop on them, I looked it up. It's super low. So the stars cards, I think they're going low. Paid roughly after shipping and everything like $35 a piece. So Dr. J. I got a little off track with modern stuff, and then some pulling it back to the OGs. If these go below 200, I'm a buyer. They typically go for about 2 to 250. Members only version. So yeah, I have several copies of that card. First day issue. I got this through a Facebook group actually. So all 3 cards from the set. Kind of like these are my 2 favorite and typically the ones I pick up, but he wanted to sell it as a set. This one I just call his turtle face. So I'm not. Maybe I'll just go ahead and list this one and keep these 2. So yeah, the Facebook groups kind of avoid taxes and everything. CSG. I'm becoming a bigger and bigger fan because of the black label and then just the actual assigned grade typically. Some of these CSG cards have been going for about half the price of the equivalent PSA grade. So this is a card I didn't have, so I forget. It's like $25. This is a similar thing. So this is the members only. SGC, you'll see in the most recent PSA video I'm going to probably do soon. So that's very possible to get a PSA 8 with that whiting. I see why. I mean, the front's clean. slightly. Anyways, these were $15 a piece, so it was 45 for the three of them. These are pretty rare, so $15 for a second year Shaq. That's rare. It seems too cheap. Shaq Meltdown. This went cheap too for some reason. I don't. It had like 30 watchers, but fixed price C's go typically for over 100. I think I picked this up for around a little under 40. Eights are hard. There's no tens of this card, and there's only like 4 9s or something like that. So just knowing the card and the set. There's been some rare KG stuff pop up graded that's going really cheap. So I'm gonna his market's still, I would call it just cold. For his rookie cards. His inserts do pretty well in the 90s. But this is like a pop 9 with 2 higher. So there's 11 of this and this grade or higher. I've bought this card a lot raw, and it's hard to get a 9. Pretty rare insert. This went for like $25. So you just think about to the modern players and stuff. Ray Allen, molten metal. I've just gotten a lot more picky with the Ray Allen rookies that I buy. I still buy them, but it's got to kind of be its rarest stuff. And it seems like it sells. Kobe rookie. I didn't have this. So these were 1 in 20 packs, and then there's 20 cards in the set. Jordan's in the set. Iverson's in the set. I believe Shaquille's in the set. Ray Allen's in this set, I believe. So yeah, pretty rare. I forget. This wasn't cheap. You can see some. So like similar to that Shaq card. That's why I think that Shaq's like a PSA 8 for the front. So it's kind of the comment I was making about SGC is I think a lot of their stuff is half their cards are if you sent in 10 9s, I bet you get 5 8s from PSA. So price that however you want to. These have been going for about 175, so not cheap, but I didn't have it. Gold medallion. This is out of series 2, so the series 1 one is more rare and it goes for a lot more. But these under $50, I'll pick them up all day long. Magic, members only. People have asked me about this set, and the boxes of it go for. I looked into the boxes; they're really expensive. So you can see the members only print. These are pretty rare. This went for like, I forget, $15, $18. There's a lot of cards going for less than grading, and I don't. This was like $25. I realize it's HGA, so but it's still his auto. A modern, let's say Stephon Diggs, his stuff goes for about $100. So the odds that like Stephon Diggs is better than T.O. is not likely. I guess that's how we could put it. So when his stuff is 8, Eddie George. I just watched some of the stuff on the 2000 Ravens. I guess the Titans were the team to beat at the time with Aaron McNair and Eddie George. So this went for, I forget, like $18. Marino. This was more. It's a 9, obviously, but I think it was like 35. I think there's opportunity in 90s basketball. So many of it's in sets that, like the Pacific stuff, I don't know that it's ever going to take, but sets that still existed in other areas, I think there's opportunity there. So I've been looking into that. Dirk, um, Pop one higher. This was like $15 rookie. So Pop 2 rookie for less than grading. I don't. It went at auction, so people just don't know. 7. I didn't really know about this card, but I've been following rookies and refractors. You can see that dent in the card. Everything else is pretty perfect about it. But these were 1 in 144 packs. And then I forget how big the set is. It'll probably have a hard time taking off because I've looked at the other cards. Pierce is in it. I'm trying to think who else is in it. Shaq is definitely the coolest card. So this was a little under $40. I looked at some of the raw stuff, and the edging on the back looks like it's a tough card to grade. I'm collecting Derrick Henry right now, and then I think part of that is like going back and balancing it with the guys that have already done it and are potentially better. These were both under $40. So grading, I mean, these are dual grades, so the grading fee on this is like $30. So then I'm paying $10 for the auto. I have a hard time making sense of it. So either I'm onto something or I'm an idiot. One of the two. But for $40 a piece, Marshall Faulk is St. Louis Rams. I grew up in Missouri, so kind of my high school and early college years, that team was hot with Kurt Warner and Pierce. I'm really only picking up his super rare stuff anymore. This wasn't cheap, but it's X Factor. This is LeBron's year, so this product you can't even. I don't know anyone that can afford to open it. These are out of 150, so I could see someone one day trying to put together the X Factor set. It's gonna be a tough chore, but Magic. I think just some of his rarer stuff is undervalued. 2013. So basically, I'll collect up to 2017 Prism. That's where my kind of cutoff point is. But 13 through 15 I'm gonna just call it rare. And then as you learn it, the Prism stuff is really rare. And the reds you could only pull out of Target boxes. I remember blues out of Walmart. So I forget, this is like a Pop 9. And it was like $30. Let me grab some more cards. 4 cards left. I don't know. This guy, he lists this stuff. So this was graded a while back because it's the old flip. Not like a super long time ago, but and he had some other Jokic stuff, and it was basically he put it up for half price. So I binned this one, and like I went back like 5 minutes later. I'm like, I need to just buy the other copy too, and it was already gone. So sometimes the best deals don't last long. This is definitely my favorite Jokic rookie card. Just the pose. He's not the most photogenic guy in his photos, but Henry. The select goes for like half the price of the Prism. I have no idea why. These are like 4 times more rare. So we'll see what he does. I mean, a lot of his legacy is going to kind of depend on these next 3 years. Chris Jones still holding out, making me nervous. The first game's on Thursday, so I'm assuming he won't be at that game. Off center on the back is very, very common for these. That's the hollow. This went for less than a grading fee too. I don't know. Troll Suggs. Just a really cool card. This was like $13. That's all I got. So that catches me up. I've been organizing somewhat today for a couple hours. I need to put another hour or two in to catch up with everything. And hope everyone's having a wonderful Labor Day weekend. I actually work tomorrow because it's harvest season here in California. So I'm pretty busy, but not super busy. And I'll catch everyone later.